Airtel Uganda today made an unprecedented move to suspend its interconnection agreement with Uganda Telecom Limited over accruing debt. Uganda Telecom made part payment as far back as 2010 and has defaulted on their agreement since then. The Airtel Legal and Regulatory Director, Dennis Kakonge, says the decision to cut ties with UTL is painful.
Well, we took this decision as management to terminate the interconnect services with Uganda Telecom effective 3rd of February because there's an outstanding debt that has been owed to Airtel by Uganda Telecom, which is in the form of interconnect. That debt so far is over 8 billion shillings, and it's been a debt that has accrued since 2013.
The dailies today published a notice by Airtel Uganda to its subscribers that they will not be able to make calls or receive calls from Uganda Telecom Limited. Stephen Kaboyo, the chairman of the board of Uganda Telecom, says the variance is 5 billion shillings and not 8 billion Ugandan shillings as Airtel states.
What brings about a dispute is a disagreement on numbers in most cases. Yes, Airtel may be claiming their 8.7 or whatever, but we also think that there is need to harmonize and reconcile to our numbers which are less than what is claimed by UTL.
While the dispute between UTL here and Airtel could be far from over, the communications regulator could be having a solution that may resolve the situation. According to the Communications Act, Section 60, Clause 2, it stipulates that a tribunal can be established when the President appoints a judge and 2 other people with the recommendation of the Judicial Service Commission.
The communications regulator released a statement, and we quote an excerpt as follows. "We are, however, concerned that termination of such agreements affects many innocent customers and thus threatens the integrity of the sector which we are mandated to oversee." However, Kaboyo is optimistic that this will be resolved after a meeting between the major shareholders agreed on how to settle the debt.
The first phase, which is a 3-year strategic business turnaround plan, brings on board about $48 million. But that coupled with all these 4 work streams to make the whole story complete.
UTL has an estimated 6% of the market share with only less than 1 million subscribers who will be affected when Airtel terminates the contract with Uganda Telecom, further crippling the telecom company, which is under investigation by Parliament over financial impropriety. The Uganda government has 31% stake in UTL, while the Libyan government, through a telecom investment firm known as Liptic, owns 69%. Arinaitwe, NTV, Tonight.